That which sees focus or no focus is already the place you should be.
Yes.
Just remember that. Because the rest is a kind of effort from the mind. I need to focus, I need to focus, it's kind of pressure. But even, focus or absence of focus are both phenomenal to the weakness. And the witness is always there. Sometimes I speak about the weakness and people think it's some mystical thing. But it just means that you're conscious.
Yes. It's here.
Consciousness is the weakness.
Yes.
And it is as simple as this. But it's through our kind of maybe culture, spiritual culture and conditioning. You think, no, but I have to do. And this I that feels I have to focus, I have to change, both that I and the trouble it's having are both on two sides of one coin. They're all associated with the mind and ego. And that which recognize them, you see, you only have to remember, but this is seen. If it's seen, what it means that from the place of seeing, that is the weakness. And the weakness has nothing to get. It just has to remember itself that what it is seeing, it doesn't need to identify that as itself. Because whatever the weakness is seeing is just traffic, it's just come and go. Even the one who says, I just want to focus, in a little while it's gone. It's gone. But you are not gone. As long as consciousness is here, that's what you are. When you say I, the indication of I is I consciousness, I weakness, I am witnessing. Whatever you see, whatever you perceive, whatever you remember, whatever you learn, whatever you think, whatever you experience, all of that is just sensations in the presence of the witness, who is the consciousness that sees them. It also is the cause of them. The witness is not personal, but the one who says, I just want to get better, I want to get nearer, this one is personal. The witness is impersonal.
This fear has been coming up again
Yes.
by itself. Some state of deep fear is been coming.
Yes.
When I allow myself to stop or just before sleeping, and then I start to observe it with more distance. But before it felt like there is a sense that I am this person with a fear.
Yes.
I am a person with a strong fear, strong stress, and I have
It's
to do
very,
something.
it's very normal. It's not natural, but it's normal reaction because for so long we have lived with this false identity of being this person. So it's very hard to shake it off because even when you realize the self, when you realize the self, at the same time, still the mind comes back. Still it comes back until, you develop the strength and the clarity to confirm that you are only the weakness. You see, sometimes it feels like the weakness because when you say I, that is always the I am, the godly self, But in the world, we get confused and identify this I with the body mind person,
Yes.
and it's the body mind person then that is struggling, in the presence of the witness. The witness can see even that, although the body mind identity feels very close to the witness, it never merges. The pure witness is quite separate from the personality. You just have to keep remembering that. Just that. If I say simple like that, it's easier to remember. I don't have to explain more because just remember that whatever is happening to you, whatever your experience, you are the perceiver of it. You are the witness. And without the witness, nothing is experienced, nothing is seen, including the personal identity struggling, thinking, oh, I'm not getting good, I'm falling away. Or, this is all in the mind, it's not you. It's just the imagination arising in the witness. think we met today to tell you that again, to remind you. Because we get reminded and we forget. We forget, remind and forget. It's as though, somehow, somebody says, look at my pendulum, look at the pendulum, and you start to look and you forget yourself.
But I feel bad that I keep forgetting after so many years, and then I feel
Yes,
I don't wanna
what
waste my
actually is,
time.
the one who forgets also is not true. Because the witness is there already to say, look, this one is forgetting. And they forget also. All of this thing is like a play of distraction.
Yes.
That's why it's called illusion. We are believing we are something that we really are not. You see? Oi, oh, Georgie. Hey, muito obrigado. Yeah, we are, we, the self, as the witness, somehow become like under a spell, and we think that we are the person, which is a conditioning. You say, I see, I think, I do, I come, I go. Only the I is true. But the I go, I come, no, there's coming and going and there's moving, but the I is the witness. It's not the go, it never goes. It's always present in the waking state. When consciousness is there, that's you. When you're conscious, that's you. You cannot say these things without being conscious. The consciousness is you, but we begin to feel that the character are appearing in the consciousness is ourselves. Just this thing, not to talk any more than that. Just this thing is enough. Is enough like that. You just know, remember this, only this. Because, at a certain point, I'll have to say, at a certain point, we can be learning too much. And our learning becomes a distraction. So you think, you have to learn more and more and more. But the witness doesn't have to learn anything. But that is the paradox. And that is the mystery. We are not realizing we are just the witness, because we have been indoctrinated or conditioned to identify with the body and take the body to be what we are, and our personality or mind, the sense of the person was created, and but it had to be so. It's not that you did not intentionally make a mistake. The God consciousness create like that. The supreme consciousness, it creates this play, and it appeared in each body to play this play of being a separate person. And in each body, it has to wake up uniquely. It's just so amazing. As you begin to understand, you begin to, wow, for so long I've been dreaming. And even now we say like this, a moment will come just like a spell, and you forget again, and you start to think and remember yourself as a person, behave again. And then this is why self-inquiry came to you. This is why satsang came, to help you to say, whoa, you keep forgetting yourself. I'm here. You're me. I am the witness. You're the witness. And because we're so much drunk in believing that, you are your neighbor. You believe that you are, I'm a neighbor, You forget yourself. Yourself is a witness only. It's not a person, but it plays as a person in a manifestation, and yet at the same time, the witness is never impure. He's always pure. He never becomes the person. He only dreams the person. Yeah. I'll remind you again in another way. You'll hear. You'll come to see. Okay? Okay. Nice, Jyoti. So nice to see you today.
I am so amazed by how kind you are. Just always so loving, because this has been coming recently, because I was feeling like, okay, I'm not making effort, I'm not sitting enough, I don't know, something, but I'm just flowing, with the life.
Yeah, it's the dream that makes us feel like that. Actually, It's like the witness saying, "Oh, I'm not witnessing enough," and I'm not here enough. But yet, without the witness, there's no world. There's no the witness and consciousness is the same thing. Witnessing is an aspect of consciousness. The witness is not sure. He's not unsure or sure. It's just like when I say, you remember many years ago I said it's like you become like two eyeballs floating in space with nothing behind them, no person, no head, no brains, just looking like that. What I meant like that is that there's no all this mind behind the real eyes. There's no mind. It's just pure. It's just pure. The purity is already in you, and the eyes, whatever the eyes look at when it looks from purity, it makes everything pure. It's like you see everything is pure. If the mind is dirty, the eyes see dirty things. That's why I even hesitate about this confidence. Yes, I'm so confident, I'm so sure. Even this one who's saying, I'm sure, another moment he feels unsure. So better just keep quiet and just confirm. But everything, sure or unsure, I'm still present. It has nothing to do with the witness. Hi. Huh? Thanks, Jordi. Lovely to see you. And love you, love you, love you. One day you'll come to see that even the weakness is also perceived. But for now, it's good to stabilize in the witness and everything becomes clean and clear. Good. See you soon, okay? It's always a pleasure seeing you and talking with you.